No, this is not a re-upload, but welcome back to my 100% playthrough of Quake on the Nightmare difficulty with the cover mod played through KEXQuake, which is my term for the official re-release of Quake done in 2021 by Night Dive Software and id Software, and sanctioned by Bethesda and Microsoft now, I guess. We are doing all levels continuously, but it shouldn't matter because I've done a completely different continuous playthrough for this part in particular. It is E2M6, the Dismal Oubliette, or as I like to call it, the Dinky Dungeon. I added this to the playlist recently, and we are going to pretend that it is all part of the connected playthrough I did last year. So, let's begin, and allow me to explain why I'm redoing this level. It is because of this part right here, which adds a completely new section to the Dismal Oubliette. Now I say it's new, but at the same time it's old. It's unused content, which is now used. So I guess this is canon again, this section. So we're just gonna kill those two enemies in particular because they can cause you some trouble in the future. And we're just gonna go for a swim in this water. This murky water in this stinky dungeon. This Dismal Oubliette. There's a button we can shoot over there, but we're gonna do that later. For now, you're going to just jib the rest of these zombies and get some more stuff out of it. Like these rockets. As for these scrags that are floating around, you can probably try shooting at them, but no promises that you'll actually be able to hit them because they like to fly around in weird spots. We're going to shoot this switch finally after a while, so it can go through this area. And yes, I do have the enhanced models turned off, just so I could keep the aesthetic similar. I also have the dynamic lights turned off as well, just so I can keep it aesthetically similar to my old playthrough, for the most part. Anyways, we have to shoot this switch real quick to open up these bars. We're just gonna go through here and kill the rest of these enemies. Especially this fellow. Now if you want to double check to make sure you got all the kills, you might have to. Usually the ogre at the start is the only one that actually gives me any grievances, but we're actually going into the level that we all know and possibly love. I know some people don't like Romero's levels in Quake, but I don't think this one's that bad. But anyways, let's just continue on as if nothing happened. We're gonna press the button again to open up this part. Well, we actually press it for the first time. So we can press this button for the first time. And we're gonna wake up all these jerks, and we're gonna give this shambler some electroshock therapy. Yeah, you wanna zap me? I'll zap you. There you go. Alright. Now allow me to show you why I love the copper mod. It's because whenever I knock zombies down, I don't have to worry about them staying knocked down for a while. Tell me why you love zombies getting knocked down and not jibbable by rockets or other explosives in the comments so I can give you a heart of wrongness. Or don't, preferably. Anyways, let's go through this area. We see the arrow here. Yeah, that's bad level design. Nah, that's a joke. We're gonna kill all the enemies in this part. Just the same old, but that's fine by me. We gotta get right back into the whole gameplay loop of Quake, I suppose. We're gonna press this button and draw the bar, which is right here. This is the bar that's been drawn. This dumb fiend got into an infight with the ogres up there. He can't reach them, but whatever, that's fine by me. We're just gonna blow up these ogres since they decide to be silly. And these zombies too, because they are just idiots. Total nincompoops. Took some damage, but that's fine because we got the quad damage. We're gonna do 4 times the damage. Because why do 2 times when you can do 4? Anyways, here's why the quad damage is so useful, because of this fella right here that appears sometimes. This guy also can get destroyed, so can this guy. We're just gonna use the axe, so why not? We're gonna follow the arrows, once again. Bad level design. If you know the YouTuber that I'm referring to, I'm sorry. Fired instinctively at the wrong spot, but whatever. There's a Death Knight right in the right spot. Well, let's go to the wrong spot and destroy everyone. Some nice splash going on. Destroy this Death Knight as well. Almost called him a Hell Knight. But he kind of is, let's be real. Anyways, up here is an ogre. Over here is a fiend. And some more ogres in this little spot. There's actually several of them. 2 at the very least. Let's go over here and destroy this fella. Just decimate him. And go into the secret area so we can get all this stuff. Including the health. And of course the pentagram. Another thing I like about Copper that they didn't add in the re-release. Your armor doesn't take damage whenever you attack with the pentagram protection on. Tell me why in the comments, why you like having your armor take damage with the pentagram. So I can give you another thing of wrongness. Another heart of wrongness. Speaking of wrong things I've done, I didn't press the button, which is amazing because I usually press it while I'm doing this rampage. Oh, of course. I forgot about this part. Silly me. I played this level already, repeatedly, and I forget about things. Alright, the 3rd floor is now accessible. Pardon my, stupidity, I suppose. Well, that's how you access this floor. And that's how you get all the secrets, by the way. And we should be good to go for this part. So let's just destroy the rest of the enemies here. Grab the gold key so we can go right back down into this zone. We'll take the fall damage because we were a champion like that. And now we are going to give this shambler that appears right here some electroshock therapy and some nails too. Some acupuncture, if you will. And now the center bridge has changed once more for the final time. We're going to go right back into that part. 95 kills, I think that's the ideal amount. Hopefully shouldn't be any stray enemies running around goofing off. Because we're going to go right into here, destroy this fellow, zap the shambler, destroy him, not get killed by his friend, who usually I telefrag, but not this time. Yeah, I kind of rehearsed this level. Speaking of telefrags though, we are just going to sit right here for a little bit. Yeah, just right here. There we go. Yeah, we just telefragged a fiend. So why not? 99 out of 107 kills, that's the ideal amount of kills you want to have before you reach this part. Because we are going to meet several zombies that appear in, I'd say, 3, 2, 1, and 1.5, and boom. Once again, I'm thankful for the copper mod. I'm glad that it works in KEXQuake now. Because we can actually jib the zombies when they're knocked down. Thank goodness. And of course, in 3, 2, 1, we are going to meet the final bosses of the 2nd episode, which are Vors. The fellows with the remnant-like missiles that can turn on dime on Nightmare. Truly evil, but they are very killable. Anyways, they are dead. We got the Rune of Black Magic. We can now go through the portal and end the level. And with that, we are done with E2M6, the Dismal Oubliette. And before I give my thoughts on anything any further, I'm going to read the intermission text, but actually let's let it go on before anything else while I actually get my thoughts, because I want the text to appear on the screen so I can actually read it in a non-slow fashion, I suppose. Okay, so the new addition to this level, which is a cut content thing that was made uncut, is pretty nice. It doesn't make the level any easier, especially if you're shotgun starting. In fact, I think it makes it harder. But it does add some extra stuff to do in the level, I suppose. More enemies to kill and whatnot. And I don't think it takes away from anything either, so good addition. Anyways, let's read the congratulations screen. The rune of black magic throbs evilly in your hand and whispers dark thoughts into your brain. You learn the inmost lore of the Hell Mother Shub-Niggurath. You now know that she is behind all the terrible plotting which has led to so much death and horror, but she is not inviolate. Armed with this rune, you realize that once all 4 runes are combined, the gate to Shub-Niggurath's pit will open, and you can face the witch goddess herself in her frightful otherworld cathedral. And with that, we are done with the second episode. If you're watching this playthrough continuously, like in my playlist from like 2020, I added this to take over the old video. Once again, the link to the old video will be in the description, but this part is different because it's all part of the Copper Mod update, and it's also part of Underdark Overbright, which is something I should probably play in the future, but we'll see about that. In the meantime, we are going to pretend to go into episode 3 as if nothing ever happened in my playthrough. But stay tuned for future endeavors. If you're watching the playlist, get ready for the 3rd episode, but until then, oh my god, Dwar said vor uwu!